Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by hills and forests, there lived a kind and hardworking cap seller named Ravi. He was known by everyone for his colorful caps, red, blue, green, and yellow, stacked neatly in a large basket he carried on his head. Each week, Ravi walked many miles from his village to a nearby town to sell his caps. The path was long and winding, but he didn't mind. Along the way, he would always stop at the same spot. A large, shady tree with thick branches that offered perfect shelter from the sun. There, beneath the tree, Ravi would eat his simple lunch, drink water from a small clay pot, and take a short nap to regain his strength. One especially hot afternoon, Ravi arrived at the tree more tired than usual. He placed his basket beside him, leaned against the trunk, and slowly closed his eyes. While he slept, something unexpected happened. Up in the tree lived a group of playful monkeys. Curious and mischievous by nature, they spotted the basket full of caps and were instantly intrigued. One by one, they crept down from the branches, giggling quietly. They snatched the caps and placed them on their heads, delighted by their new look. The tree soon became a scene of wild laughter and chatter, with monkeys jumping from branch to branch like cap-wearing acrobats. When Ravi woke up and saw the empty basket, his heart sank. "Oh no, my caps! Where are they?" he cried, looking frantically around. Then he heard the rustling above. He looked up and couldn't believe his eyes. Dozens of monkeys sat in the tree, each proudly wearing one of his caps. Some looked like little kings, others like silly jesters. Ravi panicked. "If I lose these caps, I'll have nothing to sell. What will I tell my family?" He sat down, overwhelmed, but after a moment of silence he remembered something. "Wait," he whispered. "Monkeys are great imitators." So, without saying a word, Ravi took the cap off his own head and dramatically tossed it to the ground. The monkeys watched him curiously. And then, exactly as he had hoped, they copied him. One by one, the monkeys removed their caps and threw them down, mimicking Ravi's every move. He quickly gathered all the caps, packed them into his basket, and let out a deep sigh of relief. Saved by patience and a little bit of clever thinking, he smiled. Years passed and Ravi grew older. His son, Aman, was now a young man, ready to take over the family business. One morning, Ravi handed him the basket of caps and offered him advice that came from years of experience. "Son, when you walk to the town today, you'll pass a big tree. Many years ago, some clever monkeys stole all my caps while I was asleep, but I used my wits and got them back. If the same thing happens to you, just take off your cap and throw it on the ground. The monkeys will copy you. It worked for me." A man smiled confidently. "Don't worry, father. I've learned from the best. I'll handle it." He set off with excitement, dreaming of his first day selling caps. The sun was hot, the road long, and eventually, he reached the tree his father had spoken about. Remembering the story, he smiled and decided to rest. He ate, drank water, and lay down to nap. And just as before, the monkeys came. They stole the caps, placed them on their heads, and played among the branches like cheeky children. When a man woke up, he was stunned. My father was right. These monkeys really did steal the caps. But he didn't panic. With confidence, he took off his cap, waved it in the air, and tossed it dramatically to the ground, just as his father had told him. Then, he waited. The monkeys stared at him. Silence. Suddenly, one of them jumped down, landed near him, and in perfect monkey language shouted, "Ha! You think you're smart? Your father taught you that trick, but our fathers taught us not to fall for it again." The troop of monkeys burst into laughter, swinging from branch to branch, still proudly wearing the caps. A man was stunned, speechless. "What just happened?" he whispered. "These monkeys are even smarter than me." And here's the lesson this story leaves us with. The world is always changing. What worked yesterday may not work today. Just because a solution worked once, even perfectly, doesn't mean it will work again. The advice of elders and the wisdom of the past are valuable, but they are not absolute. If you blindly follow old instructions without adapting to new situations, you might find yourself outsmarted, even by monkeys. But if you stay curious, stay patient, and learn to think for yourself, you'll discover new solutions to new problems. Because in life, cleverness is not enough. You need awareness. You need to observe, adapt, and grow, just like the world around you. And that's how patience, reflection, and creative thinking can truly change everything.